Couple things I noticed. You might consider them problematic or you might consider them entertaining depending on what type of Naruto fan you are. First of all, Obito is alive after using the Rinne Tensei. Last time I checked, you use Rinne Tensei, you're freaking dead. Nagato was an Uzumaki and he died almost immediately after using it. And then people are going to argue, well, no, it's because he has like the Kyuubi chakra from Zetsu, and now he was able to absorb part of the One Tails and the Eight Tails. But I'm talking before that, right after reviving Madara. Like, Obito should be freaking dead, and he's not. And I guess you could argue, well, it's because like Nagato used the Rinne Tensei on a whole bunch of people, and Obito just used it on one. Whatever. I mean, I'm very used to like people making excuses. So, and that's why I was able to think of the excuse. Second of all, Kakashi. Ever since part 2 started, ever since Shippuden had Kakashi reveal that he could use MS, he always said, I can't overuse this shit because it drains the crap out of me. So I guess my question is, whatever happened to that restriction that applies to non-Uchihas when it comes to using the Sharingan? Because it's like, ever since the war started, Kakashi has been spamming the crap out of Kabui. Like, he even used it at one point to teleport Killer Bee. So, he's able to spam it once more to help Obito teleport as twice as quickly. And, you know, Naruto, Sakura, and Obito are now in the other dimension, along with Black Zetsu. And the chapter ends by Obito apparently giving the Kyuubi's chakra to Naruto. Speaking of that final page, I like how we still get to see Sakura's arm, like, deep inside Naruto's chest. So you can just imagine that Naruto's first reaction to coming back to life is going to be something like, ah! That brings me to one of my other points. Did Kishimoto just give Minato some panel time so that he could have a flashback and then trip? And the only reason why I may find that remotely funny is because it reminds me of Hinata, who also failed to do anything to save Naruto. If you take anything away from this review, it's that Hinata and Minato cannot catch a break. I kind of like the way that Madara rationalizes the fact that he can't annihilate Obito on the spot. He's like, no, because if I blow his head off, well, then the Rinnegan goes with it. I do like the part where Guy comes in wanting to fight Kakashi, and then Obito's like, no, he's not even your teammate, and then Kakashi's just like, FML, dude, just FML. Get me out of this fucking flashback, Minato. Then again, Guy appearing in the flashback is kind of like foreshadowing the ending of this chapter. And one of the reasons why I like last week's chapter with the flashback or with the explanation as opposed to like this specific flashback is because last week that the whole like reminiscing of like the Sage of the Six Paths and all that stuff, it had some historical philosophical relevance to Madara's ideology. This was just like, oh, let's go back to the time where like Rin and Obito and freaking Kakashi were happy and went to the park. It's a little bit depressing that at this point in time, Rin has probably had more panel time in the story than Tenten, and Tenten has more personality than her. Like when like Sakura arrives at the other dimension, like she's so scared of Madara. She's like, that guy could have killed me. It's not that we're in different levels. He's in a completely different dimension. Yeah, you're in the Kamui dimension. He's in the real dimension. No freaking shit. Another happy news, Sasuke is probably dead. Either that or he's fused with Mr. Foot. Which is why next week will be the reveal of a brand new character called Futsuke. Futsuke Uchiha for Hokage. I can already see his face on the mountain. I do think that we're going to get the reveal of who that guy really is next week because Kishimoto has stated that he thinks about Naruto and Sasuke as growing at the same rate. So I feel like if Naruto got saved this week, if it was explained how Naruto was saved this week, next week we'll probably explain how Sasuke gets saved. And I enjoyed the Kakashi and Obito team up. I kind of did, but at the same time, that was just there for nostalgia purposes. It really was just like, just milking the nostalgia cow. But and so I was like, no, Obito just trolled Madara big time. How can he get away with this? But then I noticed Madara's expression in the last panel that he's in. Madara looks so happy. He's like stoked. He's like a little kid entering a candy store. It's been my experience that usually when you have the main character of a story smiling like that, it's always good news. Would you look at that? Madara's smile is no more. It's actually a frown now because Guy came in to save Kakashi from the explosion. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna see some 8-gate action. I mean, it's been foreshadowed like crazy ever since part 1. Chunin exams to be exact. So this series cannot end without Guy going 8 gates. And what better opponent to go against, than Madara. Although I think he's going to get his ass handed to him. But hey, at least we'll get to see something cool. I kind of think the reason why Lee and Tenten aren't there is because I think Guy instructed them to stay behind. Or just you know, keep their distance, but just be alert of like the fight so that they can jump in with the tools at the right moment. And I mean, at this point, the tools are kind of a joke, but they're there for a purpose. Like that is obvious. With that in mind, I'm going to leave you with a final question. You know how the yin chakra of the Kyuubi was just, you know, given to Naruto. Naruto has never actually had that part of the Kyuubi's chakra. So I'm wondering if you think that whenever he goes into Bijou mode, or Kyuubi mode, or whatever the hell, would that mode change, like, the design, like the way that he looks? Do you think so? I don't know. I mean, it didn't really change all that much for Minato, but it'd be kind of cool to see a new design. All that being said, I thought the chapter was absolutely atrocious. That's actually a joke. I just wanted to see how people would react to that. And honestly, I'll give the chapter a pass just because it does progress the story, even though like it stalls on a lot of sections. But you know, there's progression, even if it's like, you know, minimal. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Please share your thoughts about the chapter in the comment section. Like the review if you did, and if you don't mind, I'd appreciate a sub. Thank you. Bye.